How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? The Cool J1212 here, and I'm coming at you with the Final Fantasy tip video, basically. And this is just it's like an alternative to the rare coin EXP boost thing. So you guys may have seen this if you've been looking for ways to boost your experience to at the end of the game, obviously to get to that level 99, so you can be as strong as possible. So in order to do that, you have to grind for rare coins, but there's another way to do it actually, and it's using a food ingredient called the Arapaima Roe, I believe it's called. And so basically I'm just going to be showing you how to go about doing that. So the Arapaima Roe you can actually get here in Alticia. It's behind, you know, that restaurant, one of the only restaurants in this town. And it costs 100,000 gil, which is quite a bit of gil, honestly, in my opinion. But you can actually get this gil very easily. So what you want to do is you want to come over to this arcade, which I'm pretty sure you guys know where it is. It's right next to this guy that you give the Oracle coins to. So you want to come over here and you want to play this 10,000 gil Justice Monsters 5 game. And basically what you want to do is you want to keep playing this game until you get to 99 treasures, and then once you get the 99 treasures, you can cash in the item that you get once you quit out the game for 500,000 gil. And so basically the way I went about doing this was I would just play the game and I would continue to hold down on my left stick and continually tap X so I could keep hitting that middle thing, as you can see that I'm doing right now. And honestly, I believe that's the best way to do it, because it gives you the most points fast enough so you can get that slot machine. As you can see, I get my first slot machine is 3 treasures, and 3 treasures in the slot machine gives you I believe 5 treasure chests or whatever they're called, and then 2 slots will just give you 2. So I was kind of playing around with methods of trying to see how to get treasure chests pretty fast, and I found this thing where I was getting extremely lucky, where I would damage the enemy slightly, all the while not getting hurt, and then I'd keep going at that center piece, and then once I get it close enough to where it's just about to give me the slot machine, then I would wait just for a little while, wait just enough for the attacks of the enemies to pass, and then I'd hit it that last time. And I was getting, like, at one point I got 5 trophies, I mean not trophies, treasures, 5 treasures in a row, 5 treasures 5 times in a row. I couldn't get my wording there. But yeah, I'd recommend basically playing music or playing a movie while you're doing this, because it's going to take a while. I believe it took me an hour and a half, about an hour and a half to get 1 million gil, you know, to play this game twice and get that 99 treasures and cash that item in. So it took me about an hour and a half. And that's basically how I got my money. As you can see in the top right, I have 1.3 million gil, and I already had about 300,000 before actually going there, because I had played it earlier. So I'm just going to show you where I'm at right here. I'm over here where that restaurant is. I can't exactly remember the names. I get lost in the names sometimes. So yeah, you want to go here and you can see that the Arapaima Roe, however you pronounce it, costs 100,000 gil, and I bought 12 of them because if you use 3, each one gives you a 30 level XP boost, which is like 300%. So to make it more optimal, you want to use 3. So I bought 12 to be able to make 4 different spells. And honestly, this method, it isn't as effective as the rare coins, simply because the rare coins, if you find 8 of them, they give you the 96 EXP boost level, but they also give you 5 times with that spell. This method that I'm using only gives you 90 experience, and it only gives you 3 times with that spell. But I did feel like this was a bit easier because, you know, I found people having to farm for coins, running up and down. Usually people use the route of Haute Lestalem, which seems to be the most effective route to finding rare coins. But I didn't want to do that because I felt that it would be a lot more boring than playing Justice Monsters 5. So yeah, that's basically what I did, and you can see here that I'm crafting my spells, and you can see that I have the 90 EXP bonus level, and I have 3 of that spell. And I don't know why I tried to craft all 3 different elements, but honestly you only need fire, because you're going to be fighting the Bandersnatch, and the Bandersnatch is really resistant to fire. And since the potency of these spells that I'm using is very high, you want to use the fire spells, so you want to use something that he's going to be resistant to. So obviously fire in this case, since I fight the Bandersnatch. So yeah. So after you craft your spells, so you don't even have to craft them that early, honestly, you want to come back over here to the restaurant, and I'm sure you guys know this process because it's very you see it a lot with the EXP boost tutorials. But you want to come here and you want to come to this restaurant. You want to eat the Mago lasagna, I believe it's called. Yeah. And basically what this lasagna does is it gives you an EXP bonus level of 10, which is 100%. So now you have the 90 level spell, which gives you a 900%, and you have plus the Mago lasagna level 10, which is 100%. So that's 1000% right there. But even after eating this, you're not exactly done. If you have it, which it can be really easy to find, you can find tutorials of how to do the mission to give Iris the flower to obtain this item. But you want to go into your gear, and if you have it, you want to equip the Moogle Charm. Now the Moogle Charm doesn't give you as much. It gives you a 20% EXP boost. It doesn't actually say that, but there are a lot of sources that state that it does. So the Moogle Charm gives you a 20% boost. So now you have 1020%. And honestly, it's not much, but every little bit helps, honestly, in my opinion. And actually, later on, I ended up finding 2, so I quit both of those in my accessory slots, which is 1040, which is pretty good. So after that, everything, like I said, it's pretty similar to every other one, except you're not using the rare coins. You're using Arapaima Roe, which I really hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, even though I don't think I do. So yeah, you want to come over here to the hotel, the only one on Alticia, and you want to summon Umbra so you can get back over here to Hammerhead. And once you get to Hammerhead, you want to head to the north of the restaurant, and there's basically like this cavern. You can't miss it. It's kind of really close to where those dogs spawn, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like the first hunt that you do in the beginning of the game. It's a level 2 hunt. But there's a cavern right north of them, actually, kind of to the northeast of them. And this houses the Bandersnatch. Now, I don't have any footage of me fighting him, but I did get 350,000 XP from fighting him just one time, which I know is not a lot compared to a lot of the other tutorials. But honestly, it's good enough. It'll get you pretty high level. I think I went from 70 something to 90 something. I think it was like 95 or 96, which is pretty good in my opinion. It doesn't get you that level 99, but it's good enough in my opinion. So yeah, I ended up fighting him, got the 350 XP boost. And if you don't know, you want to go back to Hammerhead and go to that trailer, and you want to call up Umbra again and travel back to Alticia. And if you have it, you want to use the 30,000 gil to stay at the 3 times EXP boost hotel. It'll be like the attendant on the right, not the attendant on the left. And so after you do that, you'll just start racking in the experience. And by the way, you see I use the spell here is because it doesn't matter what enemy you use it on, you still get the EXP boost. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Peace out.